What's going on, family? What's going on, family? What's going on, family? Oh, my stomach. What's going on, family? What's going on, family? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, family? Y'all, we gotta talk today. We gotta talk today. What's going on? Peace and harmony, family. Is that glitter? Where the fuck glitter come from? Ugh, I hate glitter. I can't stand that shit. Okay, family. So if you missed the other day on my lives, we talked about Black womanhood, right? Peace and harmony, fellas. Peace and harmony, guys. We talked about Black womanhood, right? And we talked about womanhood. We talked about sisterhood. We talked about motherhood. And this shit is important because it's at this point, community needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's at this point in our journeys, it's time. This is the age of information, you know, the age of information, the time of information, the time where things are coming to light. You cannot hide the truth in the dark for too much longer. You can't do that. So things are starting to come to light pretty fast. And one thing that I really need melanated women especially to understand is your position, your role, your essence. You need to understand you. A lot of women don't understand themselves. And that's the reason we producing the babies that we producing. The sick babies, the sick men, the sick community. All of the shit, both men and women are missing the fathering and the mothering within the community. Whether we want to do this blame game shit on social media, who gives a fuck, okay? Everybody's wrong. Everybody needs to do better, right? I can't stand social media. It's so fucking annoying. And then everybody wants you to be proper and political and shit. I ain't finna do all that, okay? I'm finna let you know what I know, whether you take it or you don't. I ain't got time. The ones that get it, and the ones that don't, okay? I know it can even be, I had a lady post on my YouTube the other day, and she was like, this is so unprofessional. I'm like, girl, what you want? What you want? Okay? Like, what you want? You want me to put fucking, I'm not finna do all of that, okay? I'm not. What you get is what you get, okay? That's all. Like, I'm not finna be somebody that I'm not. Then she had the nerve, he or she, I don't even know who it was. They had the nerve to compare me to other creators. And I'm like, honey, well, go watch them. I never understood why people did that. You coming on my shit telling me what I need to do, what other creators doing? Fuck them. Okay? Shit. I don't care about none of that. But anywho, we got to talk about the womb blueprint. And I wrote down a bunch of stuff. Like, I wrote down a bunch of shit on this page because I be getting a lot of downloads, and a lot of it needs to be said, but sometimes I can kind of lose train of thought sometimes because my ADHD I'm working on my focus. Okay, I'm working on being focused because I'm a person that I focus a little bit and then go to something else, focus a little bit, I grab pieces and then I connect the dots. That's just how I learn. But I'm working on focus shit. So yeah, anywho, I was watching a video and this man said the womb is heaven, right? And I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? The womb is heaven. Like, I know I'm a gatekeeper and shit, like, but when you really think about it, you know, children are the purest form, right? They're the purest souls. They're just pure. And a woman who is becoming a mother, you know, you being in that pregnant state, being in that essence, you are a goddess on top of another goddess on top of a goddess, on like your energy is on top of what it already was, because people don't really understand sex. Can I say that on here? They might block me. I don't fucking know. I got a count warning on my shit. But people really don't understand sex, like what is happening during sex. It's not just, oh, let me clap your cheeks, you got a nice ass, you got a big dick. It ain't none of that. Okay, well, I mean, it's nice, you know what I'm saying? But we really got to understand what kind of energy is being created when you're having sex, when you're creating this bond with that person, you know. And for a woman, when she starts to have sex with a man, especially when she's in love with him, she not only gives her body, but she's giving her mind too. So in that process of you being at one of the highest frequencies when you're having sex, you are creating a high frequency baby, but you can't really produce that if you're out here eating shit that you're not supposed to. You're out here, you know, having sex with no purpose, you or him. So it's like you're just creating you're creating children. I don't want to say nothing, but when there is lack of knowledge and wisdom between each parent, you're creating ignorance in the home. And I know that might bypass a lot of people, but truth is truth, you know. That's why it's important for women when you're in your womanhood, because we got to understand what womanhood is. Womanhood is when you're literally graduating from being a child into a woman. They like to give a sweet 16. I don't even know when the fuck a sweet 16 started. Why are we celebrating 16 when a woman that's coming into womanhood starts womanhood when she has her period, when she has her menstrual cycle? So why are we celebrating at 16? What is that significant to? I don't know what the hell that is significant to, but it has nothing to do with the biology of a woman. It has nothing to do with our belief. It has nothing to do with us. That is not of us. We graduate into womanhood when we have our first menstrual cycle. And people really downplay that. They really, really downplay that. That is a sacred ceremony. All in all, when it comes to the reproductive system, when it comes to sex, when it comes to anything changing biologically in the body, it is a secret ceremony, especially for a woman. That little girl becomes a woman, okay? That is a celebration. When a little girl graduates into becoming a woman in womanhood, she starts to develop all parts of herself. You know why? Because she starts exuding or pushing out these different types of hormones. Because, you know, we don't really get our full hormones until we hit our period. So, so it's like, when before women had, or little girls have their menstrual cycles, they don't yet know how to control or even feel or understand what it is that they're even feeling at the time that they're growing up. So it's like, that's why when I have a little girl, for instance, sometimes her emotions be like up here one day, then they be down here, then they be like in the middle. You just never know what you're gonna get, because they don't know what that is just yet. But when they have their first menstrual cycle, it's like a click. It's like, okay, I'm supposed to be doing something. And then this is why it is important for the mother, for the woman that is already a woman. That's why it's important for her to already have knowledge and wisdom to be able to teach her child what to do in the beginning stages of her becoming a woman. But we don't know that because everything has been stripped away from us. So with that being said, we have to start taking back our power and as women, as mothers, start connecting back and more with who we are, our very own essence as a woman. Because now it's just, we're so fixated on the outside world and the social media life, you know, just traveling. I seen this couple earlier today. They was at like lunch or brunch or some shit, and like they was just all on their phone. They was like, look babe, like they was just all on their phone. I'm like, damn, where's the connection? Where is the authentic, genuine connection? Like, where is the touch? Like, where is the energy besides on the phones? That's why I say cell phone, between cell phones and cars, though, and social media on top of that, that was the most dehumanized, desensitizing creation that was ever created, because it separates you from not only yourself, but it separates you from your community, it separates you from humanity all in one, it separates you from nature. So that's why it's important for us to disconnect from this shit. And you know, me and my sister were having a conversation the other day, and we were talking about how, you know, everybody is on social media trying to put out a message, but what people should be doing, because we don't have that community love, that community compassion anymore. So what we need to be doing is creating, I guess, parties or events, and then putting that shit on social media like, hey y'all, it's people that's active outside of social media. Like, like it should be a promotion, you know what I'm saying? To, hey, bring your ass over here, because nobody do block parties anymore. Nobody do, you know, nobody does like anything genuine besides going to events and showing it on social media. What's the point of that? What are we gaining from that? That's why I say, in my Glow Society, Royal Mother Circle, we are getting back into the community. We are nurturing our community. We are going to be loving on our community. I don't even give a fuck. I can come to a neighborhood and I don't even know the school, but just know we're going to be in the corner with our gloves, our signs, cheering, like just showing up for people in the community, because where the fuck is that shit at? I remember growing up, all the women. That's why I say womanhood is so lost. Nobody understands it anymore. Nobody wants to be a part of it anymore unless they trying to do it for their own benefit, for their own following. It's like, man, fuck that shit. Fuck all of that. What is that doing to you? Like, what is that doing for you? Because when you try and do things just for an image for some other people, you know what I'm saying, that you don't even fucking know. That'd be the kicker. You don't even know them. And for you to be trying to put on this fake ass persona, this fake ass facade, just for some likes, some comments, to go viral. You viral, now what? You got all the comments, you got all the likes, now what? What's your plan? Look outside. That's why womanhood is so important. Okay, that's why it's important for us as women to understand, to have the knowledge and wisdom for ourselves within thyself. We have to know who we are as women and the power and the abilities that we hold. We are literally the key to everything. We are literally the blueprint. But when they took all of that shit away, they erased our history. They took us out of the fucking Bible. Okay, because it's always been father and mother. I like to say, I ain't even gonna say that. I'm gonna keep that to myself. But I gotta keep that secret to myself. They told me to shut up. I was speaking too much. My bad. But yeah, like, it's just, we gotta connect with ourselves. And that's why I preach so much about connecting to your womb, because when you connect to your womb, you connect to your mind. When you connect to your mind, you connect to your womb. Your womb is your mind. When you heal and start connecting with your womb, you connect with your mind and you're able to heal yourself emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically. I was in the car and these girls got in. I was like, what would y'all do? Would y'all like, because I was playing some Sabrina Claudio or some shit like that. I don't know, saying nothing to the left of me. But they were like, I don't know what a womb is. What is a womb? And one of the girls was like, are you talking about like in your body, like your body? And I was just like, I was like flabbergasted. I was just kind of like, I didn't mean to, but it was just kind of like, girl, what the fuck? But it was like, it wasn't more so like, girl, like, what you mean you don't know your body? Like, what? But it was more so like shocking, because it's like, how many women really don't know about this part of them? And this is the very essence that make you a woman. Without this, you would not be a woman, you know? So it's like the very essence of us that is a woman, we have to nurture that. We have to take pride in it. We have to take honor in that. We have to remember why our womb is here. Our womb is heaven. When we treat our womb like heaven, meaning eating the right things, doing breath work, you know, being practical, doing breath work, doing focused meditation, when we're speak life into your womb. That is your heaven on earth. Women are heaven on earth. We're the closest thing to God. We are creators. So when we have that knowledge and that womb wisdom, it'll all start making sense. But because we have been so stripped and so, you know, stripped away from our culture and stripped away from just, you know, everything that makes us nature, that is nature, because we are nature, we are connected. You know, when we take ourselves out of that and we start wearing the wigs and we start wearing the makeup, we start looking like someone that we're not. So connect to your womanhood, connect to your womb. In order for you to connect to your womanhood, you got to know how to treat yourself. You got to know how to speak life into yourself. You got to know yourself from up, down, sideways. You got to know when you sad, when you happy. You got to know when to rebirth yourself. You got to know you. You got to know how to cook. And I'm not talking about no chicken, no shrimp. I can make a motherfucking steak and some shrimp and some potatoes, or starchy shit. Do you know the only reason that you have BO, or the only reason that your punani, your pum pum stink, is for the simple fact that the foods that you're combining create this gas inside of you, and then it fucks up and clogs up everything else in your body. So even the chemicals that you're eating, all y'all got to do is look at the back of the ingredients on the back of your food and literally look it up. It will literally tell you, like, word for word. They're not even hiding this shit no more. They're not hiding it. If you Google everything that is on the back of the box, it will literally tell you what it is. And y'all got to understand, because I know I'm bad with this shit too, even when it comes to makeup, because I typically only wear makeup when I have a photo shoot to do, or honestly, that's about it, to be honest. I mean, I wore something the other day, but that's something I'm still working on too as a woman, because I'm so used to wearing it. So the fact that I don't wear it every day anymore, and the fact that I'm learning self-identity, you know, representation, I'm learning who I look like, who I am. And y'all got to understand, ladies, 90% more, the reason some of y'all skin look the way it looks is because what you're putting into your body. When you remove thank you, when you remove the meats, when you remove the dairy, when you remove the sugar, and just eat like fruit, eat like you love your body, eat like you love yourself, eat like you love the next generation that you're gonna create, eat like you love yourself. Why y'all want to eat dead shit? Let me explain this shit to y'all. Okay, let me explain this after I say this. But when you eat all of that stuff and you combine the different types of chemical with the food, and then you put the salt and the pepper and the onion powder, then you put the seasoned salt, then you put the adobo, then you put all that seasoning on this dead ass food that's already dead before you even put it on the stove. And then you got to understand, y'all got to understand chemistry. When you heat something up, you change the chemistry of that completely. All of it. So not only was it already dead, but you gonna make it motherfucking dead. You gonna make it pollution, okay? You polluting your body. Does that make sense to y'all? Like, I'm not even trying to be like judgy. You know, people love to say, why you being judgy? You trying to tell people what to do? Yeah, I am. At this point, I fucking am, because it's killing me to see y'all look like this. Like, I kid you not, like, this girl, she was so young, and she had like pimples all up in here. They look like clusters. And I was like, because we were talking, she was a young girl. I think she said she was like 17, 18. And we were talking about food because she was trying to get something to eat, but we was like in line. And like, she was just talking about how she wanted all the crab legs, how she wanted, like, she was just naming a bunch of shit that she wanted. And I'm like, okay, this is why I didn't say anything to her, because she was kind of like, she wasn't really hearing me. You know what I'm saying? You got them young girls who ain't really hearing shit, and I ain't got the energy to be dealing with that right now. So and y'all gotta understand, when y'all intake that into your body and you get acne, you get blemishes, that is your body. Your skin is your first line of defense to tell you that something is wrong with you, what you're eating. Because when you're not eating the proper things, your kidney shut down. Okay, your systems, for your ladies that like to wear the scents, okay, the perfumes, the deodorants, the damn lotions that got all this type of scent and stuff, when you're putting that on your body, you wearing the makeup and all this stuff, when you put that on your body, okay, that is shutting down certain organs from working because of the chemicals the fumes that is coming off of that. You got to understand how the body actually breaks down when you are putting certain things, certain like acids, what's they call that shit? HA, what is it called? I don't know how that shit, them big ass words, I can't stand it. But you know what I'm talking about, the HA, them acids that y'all put in, your body has to break that shit down. So you people got to understand your skin, okay? Your skin, although you cannot see it, there are micro, mini sizes of pores. Y'all ever seen a Neutrogena commercial when they pour the water in there and then the dirt and shit go within deep in the skin and penetrate and all this extra shit? Is doing the same damn thing, but it's entering inside of your body into your bloodstream. Y'all have to understand what you are putting in your body. And for women, a lot of that shit is going straight to your reproductive system. That's why you be having fibroids. That's why you be having PCOS. That's why your hormones be fucked up. And then when I'm learning now that your pineal gland, your pituitary gland, all links to your hormones. It helps you produce, those glands produce testosterone and estrogen, okay? That's what helps with that. So if you are feeling imbalanced with your hormones, you need to probably detox. Like your endocrine system, all of your systems, if you wanted me to be for real. Is probiotic good? Girl, fuck that probiotic, honey. UTI pills, girl, no. First off, listen goddess, listen baby, listen sugar, if it is a pill, okay, you gotta understand the first pill wasn't invented till 1700s 1800s, and they extracted that shit from a fucking citrus fruit and some herbs. Get you some herbs, do a yoni steam, pay attention to what you're eating, like real shit. I'm telling you, I haven't ate meat since 2017. How many years is that? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That's 5 years. I ain't ate dairy in about 3. Okay, because I used to be like, give me the extra cheese, boy, give me the extra cheese. But then I seen how that shit was made. I said, milk ain't even fucking pink. I mean, ain't even white. It's pink. Y'all go look how milk is made. Please go look at how Beyond Meat is made. How the hell you make how you make synthetic blood? How you make synthetic blood? They was literally in a lab when I can't even remember his name, but he went into the factories of Beyond Meat and he was doing like a documentary letting them see. And this lady, they was in a lab suit, y'all. They was in a lab. Stop eating that shit. Stop eating this vegan stuff. Vegan is full of nothing but fucking soy. Soy is the worst thing that a woman can eat, especially a melanated woman. That is the worst thing that you could possibly eat. It's too much estrogen. It's too much estrogen. And I'll be taking myself, see, I got like this mad scientist thing going on. Like, I like to do trial and errors on myself, you know what I mean? Because even with my skincare products, even with my yoni steams, I will never ever give somebody some shit that I have not tried on my goddamn self. And the only reason you lactose is because your body is rejecting the shit that has not. People who are lactose, their body is rejecting the things that they shouldn't have been eating in the first place. You can actually, if you want some milk, you know, if you want to try like cheese and stuff like that, you can make your own through you can use Brazilian walnuts. You can do now they say cashews are the family of poison ivy, but I don't know. I haven't really done too much research on that part, so you might have to do a little digging with that. But you know, you can literally make your own cheese, but plant-based. You know what I mean? Like, you can literally, what you do, you can either soak it overnight in some spring water, of course, you know what I'm saying? Try and get you some mountain type of spring water that ain't been fucked with. Let it soak overnight, okay, in some water. Or you can put it on the stove top and let it boil, the nuts and the water, let it boil until when you crush it gets real soft, you know what I mean? And then you can take it, get it in a food processor, put the nuts in there, of course strain it, but put the nuts in there. And then you can also put some coconut milk in there, unsweetened coconut milk. Add your little seasoning, you know what I'm saying? You can add a little paprika if you want to add a little color, you know what I'm saying? Add a little turmeric, you know, add that. You can add that in there. Get your little salt, just a little sea salt, you know, just a little sea salt. And blend it together. Added you a key lime if you make a lot, you know, it'll last a couple more days in the refrigerator. But you know, add you some shit, you know, spruce it up, y'all. It's some people on Instagram that they literally do this plant-based shit, like everything. Girl, we do almond milk. Girl, honey, I don't listen. If I make my own shit, I make my own stuff. I don't trust nothing in them stores. I do not go to dang near Publix. I damn sure don't go to Walmart. I don't even know what other store. I go to farmers markets as much as I can. I'm really learning. I'm really trying to perfect how to garden. So yes. What type of water you drink? So right now I'm drinking spring water because I ain't got shit right now. So I got some spring water. Please don't do this. I'm not doing a good job right now. But but typically I do like Mountain Valley. Mountain Valley is in a glass. You can get those out of Publix. That's where I typically go. But Mountain Valley, it's like this big green bottle or glass bottle, cause and it's I like that it's green too. Shoot. But that's some good water. But typically, honestly, I honestly get my water from fruit. Like, I literally eat and juice like fruit, like literally. Saying here, I'm just not off meat, girl. And you know what? If you go through a parasite cleanse, do you a nice parasite cleanse, girl. Clean out that colon and stuff. Oh damn, I gotta move. Clean out that colon and stuff. Girl, you ain't even gonna be craving that shit. Like, I promise you're not gonna be craving that stuff, because it's just parasites, y'all. It's literally just parasites. It's literally parasites. Dang, I ain't know it was 12 o'clock. I'm over here just running my flappers. Dang. Do you make your own body washes? No, I don't make body wash, because me personally, I like black African soap. That's what I use on my skin. I don't use body wash. I don't like body wash. I don't know. I like bar soap. So I like African black soap. I use that for my face. I want to learn how to make sea moss, like the sea moss body soaps. Like, I seen this girl make it, but I was like, you know what? I ain't got time for that shit. Like, like, I don't have time for it. Like, I don't be having time. All I got time to do is make my body butter, my yoni steams, and my massage oils. That's all I got time to do. I ain't got time to be doing all this extra shit. And I'm starting to get into teas. I just made today, because I said I need to detox my colon and all that stuff. So I made a tea. It had red raspberry leaf. Ladies, oh my goodness, since we talking about womanhood, red raspberry leaf tea is our tea. Okay? That is our tea. Now, it tones, strengthens, it detoxifies your uterus, your reproductive system. Okay? It is completely healthy. If you are pregnant as well, you can take it. It just depends on your time in your trimester. Like, if you're in your first trimester, you only do it once a day. Your second trimester, do it 2 times a day. When you're doing your third trimester, do it 3 times a day. It also helps with relieving the pain from your labor. So that's why it's important to do that shit. And it's great for your yoni steam. Ooh, got chest pain. Where'd that come from? But yes, yeah, I don't do no body washes from no stores. You can't pay me enough to do it. Matter of fact, if y'all can recommend some black owned body wash places that you know are chemical free, mica powder free as hell. Like, I don't want no scent in my stuff. I'm telling y'all, that scent was messing women up. I'm telling you, that chemistry that is being, when you spray stuff onto your skin, that chemistry is going inside of your body and it's knocking your whole pH system off, your pH balance off. But I wrote some stuff down because when it comes to womanhood, like I said, you have to know, you have to learn yourself. You have to take notes on yourself. I got like, I got like maybe 10 journals, 10, maybe like 9-10 journals on just taking notes within myself, my experiences. And I really started buckling down on it when I had my miscarriage. And that really ultimately opened my eyes to motherhood, to womanhood, to sisterhood, all in all, because it's like so much be happening. And like, women really don't take the time to sit and really evaluate and process the things that we go through as women. And then the fact that we are the closest, us melanated women are the closest thing to God, and we don't even treat ourselves with the utmost respect and just pride, like the dignity. We don't look at ourselves in the mirror with just bare face. Like, I don't know how many women I talk to, and like, we have like Zoom calls and stuff, and they come on there full face makeup. Even when I say I want to see like your whole beauty, like I just want to see who you are, they come on there with makeup on, eyelash. I be like, God damn it, we got a self-identity crisis in here. Like I don't understand, but I do understand, because it's just programming. Because when we got to think about it too, this is why it's important for us as women to really understand the importance of womanhood and the wisdom that comes with that. Because when you step into womanhood and you think about sisterhood and you think about motherhood, we got to think about our children. Because at the end of the day, all of this shit that we do now affects the next generation. That's just point blank, period. Everything we do affects the next generation, because of ultimately that's who we should be doing it for. But outside of just the financial literacy part, but we got to start thinking more so internally, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. How are we transmuting that energy to our children, to our seeds? So, you know, I started to realize this probably like not even too long ago. You know, my daughter, she was having like a mental breakdown about her hair. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what's going on here? You ain't nothing but 5. So it dawned on me like, okay, representation. I said, okay, not only is it me, but even when she goes to school, even when she was watching, you know, some shit on YouTube or TV in general, it's never anybody that looks like us. And I'm like, damn, like, okay, so that should inspire me to connect with women who are making books for little black girls, little black boys that look like people who got our hair, you know what I'm saying, who got our skin complexion. That shit is really important to me, because I'm seeing at this age they are being programmed this young to not want to look like themselves. Like, I be having to tell my daughter, like, girl, who is that? I said, girl, because you gotta be straight up with your children. Like, I be being so straight up with her. I be like, girl, do they look like us? And she be like, no. I be like, okay, well, what we need to do, we gotta fix that. And I literally let my child know, like, you have to see people that look like us so that you're happy with yourself. Like, you understand that you're beautiful, because it starts that young, even with boys. So me and my sister, you know, I typically work at night, but I know when it's time for them to go to bed, my sister makes them get in the mirror and they literally scream affirmations out out really loud and look at themselves in the mirror, and they tell themselves that they said, I am strong, I am a king, I am a queen, I am beautiful, I am handsome, I love my hair, I love my skin. She tells them all of that. So it's like, we really have to instill this shit really, really early. Not when they hitting puberty, not when they starting to, you know, starting to like boys and look girls and all of that stuff. Like, we really have to, like, we have to understand as women and womanhood, we have to understand nurturing. We have to really get that, because I know we have a hard time with that, because we didn't get that from our parents. We didn't get that from our mother. You know, we got to start looking at the relationships. This is why knowing thyself is important. We got to start looking at the relationship dynamic with our women in our family. Because when I started to look at the women in my family and how we approached each other, how we talked to each other, how we bonded, we didn't bond like that. I would see my mom and my grandmother cussing each other out, calling them outside of their name. I would see, you know, I done seen my grandfather try and kill my mom in front of me. Like, he tried to stab my mom in front of me. So, you know, I grew up I got some interesting stories, you know what I'm saying? You know, so it's like, we got to start really looking at our family dynamic, because everything starts with the home. People don't understand that family is important. We like to disconnect, and we like to, you know, get on our high pedestals and be like, shit, fuck you weren't with me when I was coming up, you didn't believe in me. But we got to understand our family's mindset at the time of all of this. We shouldn't take things personal. So that's why it's important that we got to understand in womanhood, we got to understand how to nurture ourselves through the process of getting to know ourselves. Oh, did I say that shit? Hold on. That just shocked me. We got to understand that. We have to understand the ideology of woman and womanhood is being aware. Awareness is key, okay? Awareness is key. It's inevitable. It is something that is just innate that we need to tackle. See, you get it. We got to understand that, and we got to also understand the importance of being family oriented, you know, reestablishing those connections with people. But you first have to deal with yourself and understanding that when you look into these relationships with your mother, because we cannot talk about womanhood and really double down on it without first checking ourselves. Because a lot of times, even when I was angry at my mom since I was like 12, because my mom ended up going to jail for selling, you know, narcotics and shit. So I was like, at that time, at being 12, and then listening to my stepdad talk the way that he talked about her, you know, it instilled in me at that age that, man, my mom was selfish. Like, how could she do that? You know, it was a lot of anger and a lot of emotion there. And it was a lot of like, nah, I can't move with you. Like, it was literally like that. And I had to realize, hold on, this is my mom. Like, I got to be able to forgive myself, because I didn't even know what was going on. Like, I'm 12 receiving information from somebody that was a father figure to me, you know, and I'm a daddy's girl. So when my stepdad came into the picture, I was like 3, 4. So I was on his hip. And when my dad came around, I was on my dad hip. I'm a diehard daddy's girl. I call my daddy for everything. So, you know, when I had to understand that, and I had to forgive myself for treating my mom and thinking about my mom in the way that I was for so long. I had so much pain in my womb area. This is why we got to know thyself. We got to really know our womb so we can really understand our place here. Because when I understood that I had so much anger and so much like emotion there in my womb, I was able to release that energy, that anger and stuff, I was like, ugh, it was like a breath of fresh air. Now me and my mom talk damn near shit. I don't know. Typically, honestly, I used to call my mom like once a week, once every 2 weeks. Now my mom we'd be talking like every three times a week. 3 times a week. So, and it used to be like this awkward like silence on the phone because I didn't have nothing to say to her, and I didn't know. And even before this, I had a moment. I think it was right after I had my daughter. I was just going through so much shit, and this was me and going into my womanhood, trying to understand myself. And I was so frustrated, and I was like, I'm so mad at my mom. Like, I'm so mad at her. Why the fuck am I so mad at her? Like, I think it just, and when we had got on the phone, and I think she was just, my mom, she got this thing when you don't pick up the first time, she call you a million times. And so I think she was just calling me, and I was just trying to relax. I think I don't know what was going on, but I was just trying to relax. And she just kept calling me, so I answered the phone, and I just told her, like, I'm just tired. Like, I'm tired of you. Like, da-da-da-da. Like, I was just lashing at her, but I ended up, what I said, I ended up releasing some things that my inner child been wanting to say for the longest. And when I released it, and it was weird because my mom, usually my mom will be the one to, like, rah back at you, but my mom was more so like, are you done? Are you done? And I was just like, yeah. But then, like, the next day I ended up apologizing to my mom because, that was just, and she understood that was just, pent up. I encourage nobody to do that. But if that happens the way it happens, just let it happen. But, always recuperate and reflect on the situation, because I could have went about it differently. But because of the mindset that I was in at that time, that's how I knew to release it. And again, that goes back in womanhood, looking at your lineage and looking at how the women in your family act when there's confrontation that needs to happen, when there is just this awkward silence, this awkward, energy between y'all. You got to really look at that. So looking at that and thinking about my family, my mom would do shit like that with her mom. Now, I don't know if my grandma did that with my great-grandma, because I know my great-grandma, when she was alive, she didn't play that. So it's really a disconnect. I really realized not too long ago that it was really a disconnect between my mom and my grandmother, and then my auntie. It's like them three right there, they got like this, I don't know, they got like this weird like love-hate relationship thing going on. I don't know, but that's something I'm trying to figure out as a woman in our family, how we can heal from that. Because if we can get that together, then everything else will be flourishing inside of our family dynamic. Because women, we got to understand that we hold so much power. We literally hold the power in the home, whether to make it or break it. Of course, the man too, but we really have more power and abilities than we think we do. But we have to get to know ourselves, and by ourselves, we got to get to know our ancestors. We got to get to know our family and really get to like really identify and digest and break apart things so that we're able to understand that. And when you understand that about your family, you understand the womanhood that you come from and the ways that you can rebirth that, break that generational curse, because that's exactly what I did. Oh shit, I had a comment, my bad. Peace. I think I'm too disconnected from them to ever regain any type of urge to even continue to rebuild. As a kid, we always at first negate that ability to relate to our parents, separate lives from us. Whoa. You said I think I'm too disconnected from them to ever regain any type of urge to even continue to rebuild. Why do you say that? I'm about to say, you got to come talk to me now. How do I send? How do you send? How do I send? Y'all, I don't know how to work. You got to come talk to me on live now. Because it's always a way. See, that's how powerful we are as women. You know, when we start to grow and we start to see those things, you know, energy transmute. So when you start healing, it's kind of like a ripple effect, you know. I was able to jumpstart it, then my sister, and then my uncle, then it goes around. It just goes around, you know, the people that you hang around, it goes around. How they say 2 birds of a feather flock together, like eventually it's gonna rub off. That's why I wasn't getting no heat earlier. Shit was cold as fucking here. Shoot, man. We gotta fix this. But you also have to have the mindset and the understanding that, okay, this shit will happen. Like, you gotta be positive about it. I have not yet, to be honest with you. And to be honest, I am looking for my binder that I wrote it down in. It's either in my car. I feel like I'm gonna make it my business this week just for you. I'm gonna make it my business just for you. I really need to find my book. I don't know what I did. I think it's at home somewhere. I don't know. Just based off the inability of a lot of women in my family had to be accountable and be honest. So what do you think the disconnect is from the women in your family? Because I know you said be honest, but like, where do you think it started from? Because with mine, I can tell it definitely started between my mom and my grandmother, and then my aunt came second. So I feel like she's seen some things that kind of wasn't her stilo. So she's kind of like my aunt is kind of like don't nobody really fuck with her because she kind of got like this attitude thing. So like, her attitude will ruin the whole fucking moment. Like, it's like she one of them. So so, you know, I don't know, she just does shit for attention. I don't know. Still trying to figure that part out. But yeah. Please, thank you so much. I can do something with everything but a person who refuses accountability. That's facts. True. That's true. Definitely don't want to force anything, but I think eventually. Do y'all talk at all? What else I want to talk about? This is what I want to talk about too. This is why I say knowledge and wisdom is very powerful as a woman per se. It's for the simple fact that when we talk about I mean, that's how I used to be with my mom. But, you know, I think that when you start doing your inner work, you know what I'm saying, more shadow work, and really coming from a different perspective, that'll change. I mean, it takes time, because it took like, I had my child in 2017. It wasn't until like 2019 when I lashed out, and then it's 2022 and we're finally, you know, getting to a point where, you know, we can call and talk to each other. Like, it's no issues or anything like that. So it takes time. It probably could have went shorter than that, but I wasn't ready. Like, I just wasn't ready. I was still trying to like figure myself out, love myself. I was trying to figure out who I was. So, you know, you probably just need to dive deeper into yourself, because even in the instance, like my mom, she's very one of those people, like, even y'all know how I be talking about like holistic lifestyle and the herbs and stuff like that. Like, my mom is sick, so it's like I could tell her 1,000 things to do and get and stuff, but you know, it just, like you said, it takes accountability. It just takes that person to really want that change for themselves. But I do feel like some people have to see it in order to believe it, you know. Definitely with my mom, it took her years to even really tell me why she hated me. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So how does that make you feel as a woman? Can you come on here if you don't mind? I wonder, can you do that? Because I see you only have like 100 followers. But because I was trying to do it with my sister and she didn't have 1,000, and they told her she couldn't come on here. But my heart goes out to you, mama. My heart definitely goes out to you, because, you know, I can only imagine. But, you know, I understand that too, in the same sense, because okay, I can understand that in the same sense because, you know, when I was in high school, my mom got out of when she got out of jail and stuff. My mom, I don't know, she was going through it emotionally. And so my mom, I remember one day my sister, it's all right, it's gonna get there one day. But I remember my sister came back from college, and I don't know, my sister had like this rebel shit going on where she was like in college, so she thought she was grown type of thing. She was all rebellious and stuff. So my mom asked her to do something, and but what my mom asked her to do, my mom could have did it, but she was playing a game on her phone or some shit. I don't know, some lazy shit. And so they got into it, and then my mom was just like, you know, I don't remember what she said verbatim, but she called us the B word. And I was just like, you called me a what? A B word? Like, really? And my mom is a person that don't like that word, and she don't like when men call women that. She don't do that. So it was just really like, wait, what? Like, you must really be going through some stuff. So that's part of where that like resentment came from too, because it's like, how you gonna call your own daughter that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that fucked me up a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Don't feel bad. Me and her are so close now, but shit was heavy. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm glad for that. Yeah, it can get, sometimes that shit can get heavy. It can definitely be heavy to the point it'll break you down. Definitely break you down. But damn, I was hitting on something. This is what it was. This is why our wisdom and our knowledge has to be, you know, at this high vibrational state, or this level of consciousness. For the simple fact, like I mentioned earlier, everything that we're doing is for the next generation that comes, right? So I was listening to this video, and it was talking about how sending our kids to public schools is really messing with their influence in school or in public versus a home influence. Because it's kind of like, when we at home, we have our own thing going. We got our own routine going. We got our belief systems. We got our own routine. But at school, they have their own belief systems and their own rules. They got their own, you know, they're kind of like their own home structure in a sense. So it's like, it's important for us to take our children out of the schools. And I know that sounds like weird, but you really gotta trust in that. Like us women, we are natural teachers. We are teachers. We are teachers. We are teachers. Even if you don't feel like you a teacher, you are a teacher. You are teaching your child every waking moment. You are teaching your child, whether it's ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, or it's just life, or it's just even you just going about your regular day, and you know they're mimicking you. They're in their mind, they're following your direction. So when we really start to understand ourselves and understand that our power and what we're teaching our children is very, very vital, and is very, very crucial to their mindset, to their thought process, to how they're gonna be as they mature. When we really understand that to the fullest of capacity, that us getting to know who we are and where we come from, and learning that we are the creator, we, especially us melanated women, we are God. We are the closest thing to God. Heaven is in our womb. That's why it's important for us to feed ourselves spiritually, mentally, and physically the right things. The right things. That's why our babies are being born. If you haven't noticed, our babies are being born so fucking smart. But because of the influence of somebody else's culture and their rules and regulations and shit, we miss completely of upbringing and taking care of our own children. We are too reliant on a system that is not for us, and it's filled with lies. But we are so comfortable as melanated women to send our children there because man, I'm honestly against school systems that are structured to press their own agenda beyond our reach. Man, listen, I said to myself, this is going to be my daughter's first and last year at a public school. Because, you know, when I realized children influence versus the home influence is the problem. We as women have to be able to, when we really understand teaching ourselves is knowledge and wisdom, and we're understanding that we teaching that to our children, and we take our children out of these out of these schools, and we really take pride in all of that stuff. It really I'm about to say I don't know. Anyways, yeah, okay. Anywho, but take our children out of them damn schools. Honey, you got to know that you are a teacher. You got to know that the knowledge that you possess and that wisdom and all of that stuff is in your womb. It's been there in the dark. It comes to light whenever you open yourself up. That's why your womb is so special. Your woman is so special. That's why you should take pride and honor in your womanhood, teaching yourself, unlearning things that should never been taught to you in the first place. Really taking pride and honor in that as a woman. Really stepping into your power and being confident, identifying with yourself who you are, and taking the steps to move with power in that. Take pride in who you are. Get to know yourself. Date yourself. See what you don't like and what you do like, you know. Cry it out. Do your shadow work. Shadow work is crucial. You should do shadow work. I do shadow work at least once a week. I do shadow work at least once a week. That depends on if I'm ready to take a break or not. It just depends on the person. But me, typically, when I do healing and I go into isolation mode, I be on some, like, I don't be wanting to talk to nobody. I just buckle down and do my shadow work. So when you start really doing your shadow work and really taking time to yourself to really figure out who you are and really dive deep into your womanhood, your lineage, your family, diving into the food, learning how to create your own medicine at home, not relying on FDA, which don't nobody find suspicious that FDA approves, is in charge of approving the food and the medicine, but yet people are sick and still going to the hospitals. Why are we going to those places if they still not treating us? And especially us melanated women, we shouldn't even be stepping foot in that motherfucker. We get the most mistreatment in there. We get the most mistreatment, especially if you're a pregnant woman. I wasn't even trying to go that route, but especially if you want, you should not even be there. You should not be there. I don't care. They say you having complications. They a goddamn lie. Eat the right things. Eat fruit. Eat vegetables. Okay? Take care of your body. When you take care of your home, your temple, your everything, you won't have no complications. I'm so tired of these people. Like, I don't see why they do this. Y'all, they cleaning the parking lot. It's so annoying. They fucking with my energy and it's pissing me off. It's slick as. Damn. But, it's really irritating when I think about it. Because it's like, if they would have never been doing this fucking infrastructure and all of this shit, we would still be having dirt roads. And I'm completely okay with that. Matter of fact, I want a horse. I want a damn horse. I don't want a damn car. It's the pharmaceutical companies that get me. They got a dose of something for everything. Girl, got a dose, but ain't curing the right thing. They real quick. They real quick to prescribe your ass some antibiotics. Antibiotics. Let's break it down. Anti means against. Bio is life. Against the body, against life. Against life. So when you take antibiotics, instead of them taking the bad bacteria away, it's taking away all of it. The good and the bad. It's taking away all that shit. So why do we get antibiotics in the first place, when all we can simply do is just eat the right things and really take care of our body? You know, get into herbal medicine. Every woman in womanhood needs to. When I say every woman should know her way around the inside and outside of her home, and not even just her home right here, but her entire home, like the children in the family, like, know your kitchen. Know your kitchen. Know what goes in there. Know what don't need to go in there. Learn herbs. Learn herbs. I promise y'all, it's gonna save y'all. It's gonna save y'all trips to the hospital. It's gonna save you trips to the emergency room. Okay? It's gonna save you all of that shit. Now, except when you I don't know, I gotta say boys. If you got boys and they be jumping, I got a nephew, he just be jumping off shit, and it just be, they be breaking shit, bones and shit. Now go to the hospital. But all that shit about diseases and all of this extra stuff, get you some herbs. Learn herbs. You ain't got to become a master. Well, no, become a master healer. Master your damn home. Why do you think I know so much? I think I know a smidget. I need to give myself more credit. I know shit. But I simply do the research. I do the research. One of my favorite people is Yaki. Okay? He be talking and spitting that shit, and the stuff that I don't know about, I write it down on a piece of paper and I go and research. And some of the things that he mentioned, I go and research, and I have to look at things on my own, because I'm a visual learner. So he speaks a lot of stuff, but I won't understand it unless I actually go and research it on my own. Like I said, I'm a mad scientist on myself. I literally put my body through stress and distress just for me to turn around and use herbs just to heal it, because I want to see the effects of what he's talking about, and I want to see the effects of these herbs that I'm also researching too. So on my skincare page on TikTok, I think it was like March, when spring come around, my eczema get really, really bad. So to the point where it's like all on my face, it's like all on my neck, it's all on my arms, like it's everywhere, like everywhere. So I ended up doing celery juice. I ended up fasting, did celery juice. I was eating watermelon every single day, all day. Watermelon, papaya. What else I was eating? I was eating strawberries. I was eating blueberries. I was eating all types of fruit. And I was taking what's that herb? I was taking burdock root. That is beautiful if you need to help with your skin. Burdock root, okay? I was doing what's that, podark. I was using that one. Red clover. You know, a lot of blood purifiers will get your skin together, because it is your skin is just dirty. When you realize all it is, y'all gotta think about it. Even when it comes to body odor, and we talk about the combination of foods and how when you mix certain things, it creates this stench or this gas within your body. Everybody is just molded. It's mold. It's nothing but bacteria in your body. When things get broken down into your body, they turn into acids. Then you got like bacteria and all types of parasites in your body. But when you eat the wrong things, and it creates this cluster of just, what's that? Y'all seen That's So Raven, and they had that cheese episode, and they put it in the vent, and you see how the cheese was stacked together, and it was just molded and stenched, and you could see the flame, the chemicals or the gas coming from the cheese, and how it was going through the vents, and it was stinking. That's your body. Literally, when you eat the things that you're not supposed to eat, it'll sit there and rot, because our stomachs was not made to digest that heavy ass shit. Why you think y'all ever seen a skinny man who had like a beer belly? They call it a beer belly, but it's really full of intestines. I mean, not the intestines. It's really full of parasites and worms. It's really full of worms. Do you think you're able to really feel this? No, they're like, some of them are really micro-sized worms, like really, really small worms. Some of them are big ass goddamn worms, but you can't feel it because you're fucking clogged up. If you was to cut somebody open and literally look at their gut and their intestines, you will see all types of shit. Google parasites in your intestine. Google it and literally see the type of the shit that you see. It will blow your fucking mind. It is nasty. It is really, really nasty. So yeah, but I think that's all I got for right now. But yeah. See, I'm gonna talk about that another time. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave off on that. Goddesses, if you ever get a chance, I ain't gonna say if you ever, you should take you some time and practice celibacy. And I say that for the simple fact that taking that journey will literally open your eyes to everything that you need to see. You're able to use that sexual energy and create the life that you want, the lifestyle blueprint that you want. You're able to manifest things that you want. You're able to explore your body in many ways. Yes, you are. But and then it'll also open your mind to the type of man that you want as well. Because, you know, one thing I heard today, and I thought it was really cool. I mean, not real cool, but like, it made a lot of sense. It's really important the importance of having a wise man. The importance of having a wise man is every woman wants a man that can teach her some shit. Whether we like to admit it or not, if a woman says no, she don't, it's because her ego is in the way. Every woman wants to be taught by, or wants to learn something from a man that she deals with. If he's not able to teach her anything, that relationship will not go anywhere. And those are facts. A man with no purpose, no knowledge, no wisdom, the relationship is not going to last. So when you have a wise man who is able to teach a wise woman, you will develop wise children and healthy children. Okay? And we got to understand, not only is it important that we feed our spirit and mind and body the right information, besides the right food, but the right information and knowledge, and then we get with a man who is wise, we're producing his wisdom. Like, that is like, literally, we're producing his wisdom along with yours too, but you're literally producing a replication of him. So it's like, when you understand that part, and you understand your purpose and the role that you play with this whole entire realm, you know, and building these nations, building these children up, building your men up, all of that stuff, you know, women like to say that shit like, I ain't building no man, blah 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 blah. Okay, like, okay, ain't nobody asking you to build him, but you know, help him maintain what he got. You're a helpmate. You're supposed to help him in any way possible. You're a helpmate. You know, men are rulers and women are the helpmate. And it's not, I don't want women to think helpmate is like the bottom of the barrel way to be, but it's not. It's actually a beautiful thing. When you're able to help a man who is purpose driven, do you know how powerful that is? That's powerful. That's beautiful. That's amazing. Because we got to understand, as women, we definitely have to be able to know who we are, and knowing who we are. And that's why I say when we talking about the kitchen, knowing your kitchen, knowing that when things is not going well, like the energy in the house is not going well, put some lavender aromatherapy in. Okay, chamomile. Make your children, make your family some chamomile tea. Make y'all some lavender tea. Okay, like lavender tea is a laxative as well. Okay, don't ask how I know that, but I know. But you know, it's a laxative tea. So sometimes when people are angry or they're feeling the type of way, their stomach could be upset. Their digestive system might not be moving properly. So when you're able to clear and make room and also relax that person or relax that energy, you're doing a great job. I just want to say that you're doing a great job. So let's not downplay your job, or not even your job, but let's not downplay your role in the house. I know social media has made it seem like cooking and cleaning, anybody could do that, which, you know, that is basic life survival skills. But when you really are an expert and a skill in those things, they can try and find all of the replacements in the world, but that feminine essence, that right there, that nurturing ability, you cannot find that just anywhere. Okay, that's something that needs to be taught. But or you can learn it on your own, like me. I had to learn that shit on my own. But yes, eating, thinking, fasting. Ladies, learn how to fast. You're teaching your body to be disciplined. You're teaching your body how to rebirth and restore itself. You're teaching your body. Oh shit, hold on. Look, I was in Target. Ain't had no business in Target. But yeah, so with that being said, family, because I gotta go. So with that being said, y'all, I love y'all, goddesses. We just gotta keep it together. We gotta keep it together. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep it together. We gotta keep it together. I believe in us wholeheartedly. So, you know, if y'all have any questions or anything after this, make sure y'all just hit me up in my inbox. I be trying to respond, but I really don't be on TikTok like that throughout the day. But I got some stuff I need to write down, because I got some events that's coming up. Me and one of my other goddesses, she's a sex coach and an intimacy coach, and we're going to be putting together an event teaching women how to tap into their sexual energy and how to use that to heal themselves and restore themselves, and you know who they are. And it's different ways that we show that through sensual movements. We gonna do some yoni exercises, some self-care, self-identity drills, to let you know. I don't want to say drill, I don't like that word. We're gonna do some techniques to show you the real you and how to love those versions of yourself. So be on the lookout for that. I'll be posting it on my social media platforms. So yeah, but with that said, y'all, peace and harmony. Thank y'all so much for the love, and it is much gratitude for that. So thank you, peace and harmony. Have a blessed, great night. Peace.